Hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. Today we are going to continue working on Golden Shores by Chuck Benson. Square, 29.1 inches by 21.6 inches, 74 centimeters by 55 centimeters, 48 colors, and 3 ABs. Well, I worked all last weekend, so basically my first day off of 2, so jump right back into it. Hope everybody's doing good. It's just one of those rainy days again. Even like Canada geese are hiding, probably back at their nest. Yeah, there were 2 mallard ducks having a good time, but okay, thank goodness I'm done with 702 drills. I just kept spelling them. So, color can we get into now? Okay. Alright, we'll do this like arrow. Now, go here. Uh, 209, I believe. Yeah. Okay. There. Do a purple. I hope I don't see any more axes, because, oh man. That X symbol. I've had such a terrible run with those light green drills. Okay, here we go. 209. Okay. Kind of a purple. I don't think there's this many. There you go. I slept for a small chunk of today because I've been on nights. And I got up, got supper ready, and then, yeah. Basically meditated earlier in the afternoon and, yeah, kind of chilled out after that. Okay, not very much purple of this purple here, so probably gonna be switching colors a couple times here. Oh, okay, I'm seeing another patch right here. Okay. Yeah, so I have 2 days off, well, today and tomorrow, and then go back into work, and then I have the weekend off. Yeah. Just hopefully I'll be able to sit down half decently and be able to diamond paint. Having to work weekends really takes a lot out of being able to sit down and diamond paint, but for this hour, I'm glad that I have the chance to sit down and do so. Have a little bit of withdrawal, you could say. Yeah, really not much going on. This weather's making me feel like crap. Rainy weather. always seems to do so. Lack of sun, or it's not a clear night if it's raining during the night. Yeah, or I'm just all whacked out due to sleeping for a few hours there, coming from night shift. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll ever get used to that, but it's part of the shift rotation that I'm on now, so I have to do a month a night. So I'll adjust somehow. I'll figure it out, I'm sure, but well, it's 12 hours too. So I don't know. I tried telling myself that yeah, it's just like a day shift, only just at a different time of day. That's what I tell myself, but yeah, not sure if my body's believing that. Oh, is this it for the symbol? That's good. Oh, just in a few more hours, I just had to turn around and go to bed again. Just feels like I just got up. It's just, yeah, one of those days. There you go. I just had to pause for a second. Mom was going through the house, or the addition here. Back out in the studio here. The addition of the house. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, I'll always be awkward when I'm recording with my phone and somebody suddenly walks into the studio or my bedroom. That happened with my first color in chat, I believe. Yeah, one of my first color in chats. My mom just walked in the room and just started talking. I didn't cut it out. And edited it out of the color in chat, but yeah, it's pretty funny. She usually goes to bed around this time. Yeah, it's like early evening here, so. Yeah. Okay, that's a fairly low-key purple. Yep. There we go. Alright, let's get another color. Alright, what's your next symbol here? Oh, sorry, earthquake, not. Keep bumping into my C. 701. Here we go. Oh, great, another green. Oh, fantastic. Just having quite a run with greens in this. This couple trees in this top corner here. Oh, go figure. Try not to spill the tray 20 times. That'd be great. Hopefully there's not as much C as there was X. Symbol wise here. Yeah, let's dive in. And of course I like have a whole ton of this green on the tray. I'm just going in order of symbol occurrence from right to left for this section, so that's kind of why I'm selecting these colors that way. Just saves me going all over the place in the section. Just get one color efficiently done at a time. Because with my drafting table tilted here, it's just not worth. Oh, there's a couple X's there. I'll do those after. Really don't want to go back to that green right now. Oh man, I hate that. Of course I see color I just did working on a different color. Or similar color. Doing C root. Yep. Well, at least it was a nice day earlier. It was a little cold this morning when I was coming home from work, but it wasn't exactly pouring like it is now. It's just doing a slight drizzle, but yeah. It's getting dark out too, so I can't really see the pond too well right now. Yeah, I'm getting puddles back that usually flood parts of the lawn with rain. Yeah, we have a whole pond, and then the ducks and Canada geese just go in the puddles that are made with the rain. Like, what kind of logic is that? It's kind of like a cat that gets like a brand new like cat toy or something, or a Supreme scratching post, and they just play in the cardboard box. It's kind of like that. Like there's something practical there, and then they just do something else entirely. It's pretty funny. Oh well, that's the way she goes, I guess. Well, cats in their own way just have their own intentions. They want to do stuff their own way. So, yeah, it has to be the cat's idea itself to do something. Oh, Axel was rubbing up against me and stuff earlier. I fed him, of course, but I don't know, he was still clawing at me, and I just picked him up. And I'm like, what do you want, bud? And then pat him for like the couple minutes that I usually get out of him, attention-wise, and then he's like wriggling to get out of my arms. He's getting his claws out, and his ears are perked up, and he's just staring at me with his wide, watery eyes. It's like, why are you holding me? Put me down? Now? We all kind of cradle him, like, hold him, like, with his back on our arms, or in our hands or whatever, like his back facing our hands or whatever, while we're holding him. And I just kind of like pet his belly and all that, and then he just does not look thrilled 3/4 of the time that I do it anyway. Then my dad lifts him a different way, like belly down, and just kind of hugging him or holding him, kind of like in a hugging kind of pose. Seems to last longer, but I always just out of habit just lie him on his back and cradle him in my arms when I'm petting him. Oh, excuse me. It takes mere seconds for him to decide that, yeah, this quality time is not very much fun. Then he's suddenly your buddy when you're sitting on the couch having a snack. He's on your lap, just his eyes are all engaged. He's looking at you, he's curious. All cute and innocent. Tries to walk on your lap and it's just kind of sniffing the air. And I'm like, go lie down. Go to sleep. You really don't need to be here. Yeah, I like try petting him with my like free hand while I'm eating the snack. Well, if I just like I'm like having a muffin or something, like yeah, why go sit at the kitchen table? Usually I have a muffin before I go to bed, like in the morning when I get home from work for this night shift thing. But yeah, just have a quick muffin and then just like go to bed for a few hours and then get back up and then just basically go to work. Yeah, I don't stay up for too long in the morning after I get home from work and I have to work another day or whatever. Yeah, I'm just all frazzled. And this low pressure, this rainy weather just kind of gives me a headache and yeah, it just kind of puts you in the dumps. Kind of gives you that in the dumps feel. I get it all the time. Like, rain's good and all that, but it's just looking outside and it's like gray. But I love the sound of the rain. So, yeah, it's just a very mild headache. And just try to go somewhere else where I can't look out a window. And the headache kind of goes away. I guess it's just like a visual sensation. I don't know, you kind of feel like the mood of the rain in a way. I don't know how to explain it exactly, I guess. But seasonal affect disorder, it's kind of like that. I don't know, like in the winter when it's like all gloomy, like almost all the time. Well, here in Canada, kind of get like that same effect, but it's like cold and yeah, cold and dreary for like months at a time. Yeah, it's kind of that sensation, or that kind of has that kind of feel to it. If that explained it at all. Probably not. I don't know. To put it simply, I just like feel the effects of the low pressure of weather systems. Like a sunny day, I like feel great, and then I'm all happy and all that. But Yeah, I think it's just like the mentality of the atmosphere that weather brings. Like if it's gray and dull, it's like don't feel really motivated or just kind of feel more tired than usual or whatever. I don't know, you just feel like the weather feels, to put it another way, I guess, but yeah. Oh, it comes and goes. It's just what happens, I guess. Well, there's a lot more sea than I'd originally imagined. Sticking to the... Well, I could also say that it's a Monday too, so if you know the orange tabby Garfield, he hates Mondays, so kind of one who doesn't like Mondays too much either. Yeah. Yeah, something like always seems to not go well on Mondays. I don't know, it's like the start of the week and you're getting off the weekend, and guess that whole have to start up like a routine, return to reality kind of routine kicks in. Go from like just relaxing to back to the grind kind of thing. It happens to the best of us, I'm sure. Like maybe even after like taking a break from like doing a craft or a hobby or something, like you take a break for a bit and then you get that feeling of dread that, yeah, maybe I like should get back to it. Yeah. I can get mixed feelings from doing that kind of thing. Comes and goes, I guess. It's pretty normal. Pretty normal behavior, really. And if you have like a kind of project that's dragging sometimes, then yeah, that sense of dread would definitely come along as well. It's like, yeah, I really don't like this project right now, but I know I have to do it. Like, just as an example. Yeah, I don't mind this canvas. Just one certain color, green, is just on my last nerve, because every time I like go near the tray, I'm like spilling the tray, or had been spilling the tray full of a few drills, and I pick each one of them up, some off the floor and some out of a drawer that I have all this canvas's drills on in the storage container. Yeah, I just try to keep every single drill either on the box or the tray or on the canvas where it's supposed to be going, not on the floor. I should have plenty of said color. Yeah, it's 702, the X symbol one. I should still have plenty of it. Like, I've recovered the drills that I've spilled multiple times, I hope. Just hope I don't run out. or anything. Camera's just on a tilt tangent now. Yeah, it's gonna naturally shift. Yep, go figure. The way I have my phone on the stand, yeah, it's shifting constantly on me. Here, I'll set my tray of drills down. Try and fix this. It's just gonna have that tilt, isn't it? Yeah, it's just shifting back to that position there. Okay, let's try that. Sorry. You can just shift it too dramatically. But yeah, I should be alright. Working around where the camera's facing anyway. Yeah. Not exactly great at cinematography here, but glad this clip is back up and working again after breaking the stand by merely adjusting it. Oh boy. Yep, just pro cinematographer here. Said no one. Oh boy. Oh well. Glad to be here. It's great to be here. Just, yeah. It's dull, dreary days. They're just beyond my control. Yeah, just. Yeah, it needs to rain. And the sun needs to shine. Need to have snow. When it's winter around here, animals have to hibernate. We know those thunderstorms. Yeah, it's just the way of the earth. It's just the functionality of the earth. Yeah, take the good with the bad. Yeah, it's gotta look at it that way, but yeah, not always easy. To look at a unfavored situation sometimes, which is understandable. Yeah, you don't want to feel in the dumps all the time. Ah, crap. Okay, I at least stuck to the adhesive. I don't mind when a drill lands on the adhesive. It's when you hear it hit the floor or travel on the rail of the drafting table I have here. It's when you hear that nice couple of hitting the floor sounds and the echoing. It's like, again. Where did that drill go? The joys of diamond painting. Yeah, and here I am, like, bumping my tray. Well, at least I can, like, lean on the canvas now, because I'm done the lower portion of this third of the canvas. I'll get this done eventually. It's just gonna be a saga, really. Well, it feels like a saga. But, yeah. I'll plug away at it when I can. all I can do. Every little bit counts. And that's all you can do with any project that you're working on it. Yeah, just do a bit at a time. Take it slow. Take your time. Enjoy the process. Well, in most cases, I hope. Hopefully you get a vast majority of projects that you love working on. That's, yeah. I kind of glazed over that in a previous WIP and chat. Yeah, I think it was a WIP and chat. It's like, yeah, enjoy what you're working on. Yeah, do like this Chuck Benson. It's just, I can't sit down and diamond paint all the time, unfortunately. Or not for long periods of time when other stuff is going on. But if you can at least sit down for half an hour to an hour, 10, 20 minutes, you just have that time to yourself. It's better than nothing, for sure. Yeah, and if you have a few hours and you really like going through canvases, then it's all the same. Yeah, you're just having time to yourself. Or time with others if you craft with family members. Yeah, I'm talking like crafting in general, not necessarily diamond painting. But I myself am just like a diamond painter and color for the channel. I'm more of a diamond painter. As a central hobby. Yeah. Coloring's okay. Yeah, I just don't have as many coloring books as I do diamond air kits. Yeah, I'm kind of more invested in diamond art, diamond painting. Yeah. Either or, both. One and the same. I'm more invested in coloring, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with coloring or any other hobby. I'm not going to pick on any hobby or judge them. If it allows you to relax and focus on something other than the daily rush of life, that's what it's there for. And yeah, you're probably making something for someone like a crochet or handcrafted, or you're doing it for business for somebody else. No matter what, you're still spending that time, personal time, independently, or if you have a business partner or a significant other, etc., etc. Yeah, you're spending time doing something I hope you like doing. Well, if you personally call it a hobby, then yeah, that's what it should feel like, a hobby for sure. Oh, there's a lot more C than I thought. There's a sea of C's. That's kind of going wherever. Yeah, so I finished coloring in that mystery jungle animals book, like that snake picture from my color in chat. Yeah, I finished that the other day. I believe I posted the finished picture at least on my Facebook business page. I don't remember if I did Instagram or not. I didn't immediately see. Oh, yeah, I could just look at my profile on Instagram too. And it usually shows photos, recent photos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I posted a finish of the snake, named it Bo, or a fellow viewer named it Bo. That's the only name I ended up getting, so good enough. Works perfect. We just called it generically Mr. Snake. Or the Snake. I don't know if there's probably such a thing as male and female snakes. It could just be markings. I have no idea. I just seen a snake in a branch. After like the second color in chat that I filmed, I'm like, oh, this is probably a snake. And yeah. Yeah, so much for mystery. I just kind of had a laugh. Yeah. Oh well. Sometimes you can see what it is on the pages, and sometimes it's just not as apparent, but oh well. It's supposed to be de-stressing, and yeah, coloring's alright. I don't color perfectly, but it's something else to embrace or do. Yeah, sometimes your eyes need to look at something different for a while. Because diamond painting after a while is just basically like a graph with symbols on it, or yeah, kind of coordinates. Kind of has that coordinates feel to it. XY axis. Place the drill here in this square grid section. Oh, counted cross stitch. Yeah, it carries that mentality to it. It's pre-printed canvas and then cross stitch or counted cross stitch and pre-printed it, and I guess you just stitch, yeah, where a certain color is, I guess. Yeah, I think that's how it works. And counter cross stitch, I think, is that you have a pattern on a separate sheet of paper, and you kind of have to count on the canvas material as to where to stitch. I think that's the difference between counted cross stitch and cross stitch. Yeah. Cross stitch usually has a pre-printed canvas, and counted cross stitch, or cross stitch and, am I mixing up the two? Yeah, cross stitch is usually a blank canvas, but a pattern. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. Yeah. Either way, you're still cross stitching. It's just like a different method to do it. Yeah, I think the yarn is like numbered, has DMC codes. Yeah, pretty sure where I got the concept of DMC codes. Yeah, because my mom has some of this yarn, and I believe that it has, yeah, I'm seeing DMC, oh, DMC.com. Outside the 642. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, DMC. Yeah. This is kind of counted cross stitch yarn, isn't it? Not that I'm getting into counted cross stitch, but just in the studio here, and she has some of this yarn, which I think is for stitching. Hang that back up. I remember having to organize those. Dude, she has tons of colors. It's just, yeah, DMC thread. Is that, what do you call it? Cross stitch thread? Stitching thread? I don't know. Just remember organizing the racks of that. It's a few colors. I don't know. My mom did a cross stitch once. Holy cow, that's a loud trick. Yeah, it's like pitch black out there now. Yeah, so I know of cross stitch. It's just I wasn't directly doing it, and the kit that my mom did years ago was of a loom, and I believe it was a printed canvas that yeah, she just had to stitch where the corresponding colors were. I'm pretty sure there was like a legends sheet and all that with the kit on a separate sheet of paper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like DMC colors. I think that's the only kit that I really see around here is the loom, and she's did it years ago. So I am familiar with cross stitching, but I really personally probably won't be getting into it myself. It is beautiful. It's very creative and beautiful. There are tons of kits out there. Go for it. If you're interested in it, it's just not something I'll probably venture doing. Not me. But if you love cross stitch or counted cross stitch, go for it. Do it. Don't let me stop you. There's probably like tons of resources and materials to get online. Yeah, it's a pretty popular hobby, I'm sure. Pretty popular pastime hobby. Been around for years, decades even maybe. And the kits vary in size and subject matter, I'm sure. Because cross stitch is basically like diamond painting. And have a canvas and yeah, you're just using yarn instead of diamonds or drills. Yeah, because diamond painting's been touted as a alternative to cross stitch, so, or similar. So yeah, no worries. If diamond painting isn't your cup of tea, then and if you like yarn, there's beautiful colors of yarn as well that are just as vibrant as any diamond painting drills. It's possible. It's entirely possible. There's some really beautiful colors out there. It's, just because I diamond paint doesn't mean any other hobby or craft is less appealing or not interesting to me. There is tons of beauty out there to be discovered in across all crafts or hobbies. There can be some really beautiful stuff out there. So I wish you best of luck in finding it. Because I'll just keep saying, enjoy what you do. That's the most important part. I'll if I can be off camera here. Yeah, I was gonna do a bit off camera here. Where these upper C's are. Yeah, I'm just slightly off camera, just doing the color I'm presently on now. Just a few greens up here. Yeah, my camera stand is just choosing its own position at this point. I do find watching other people work on something pretty relaxing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've said that a few times too. Yeah, it's just relaxing watching somebody cross-stitch or diamond paint. Oh, you just get that nice tingly feeling sometimes. It's like a relatively quiet video, somebody's talking, but they're just working away on their project. And then that touch of wax and drills sticking onto the adhesive, and you get that like click or pop or that attaching sound. Cringe-worthy sound of another drill. I do not know where that went. I'll find it on the floor later. I'm dropping this color green too. Oh boy. This sticker sheet down here. I've heard a little bit more about the diamond pen, applicator pen somebody's getting for me. I think it's gonna be delivered soon, or it's up for delivery soon. So probably be sharing that on the channel once I get it, for sure. Kind of custom made diamond pen. So I have a fancy one. This kind of was an ongoing concern for some time there. Yeah, hopefully I'll have a business card and all that with it. Yeah, just... yeah, so I'll at least have a fancy pen, so... not aiming to collect a whole bunch of pens. I still single place, so it's just a single placer pen. I didn't ask for like multiple ends or anything. Just I just have like one end, one single placer end, please. Just as long as I can diamond paint. I don't need straighteners or anything. But if the accessories are there and you're able to get them, yeah, by all means. But I just single place. And if a drill kind of goes all wonky on the canvas, I can like try straightening it with the pen or use a pair of tweezers if I need to. I'm gonna place drills crooked, square mainly, but yeah, the odd round one will slide around. It's a given. But they don't have to be perfect by all means. Yeah, I know it's like sometimes frustrating. You like see when you yourself are like placing the drills and you just see drills that are kind of crooked or off kilter. It's like, yeah, you notice it, but someone else might not, or could just notice and not say anything. I just wouldn't get too upset or bothered about it. Like, you're doing a great job if you're covering the symbol and they're on the correct symbol. Like, yeah, diamond painting's not about perfection. You can get straighteners and all that, but just being like a bit crooked isn't the end of the world. It isn't terrible. So don't beat yourself up if you think you're not doing a great job on your canvas. You are. You're doing an awesome job on your canvas. You're spending the time and just placing the drills. You're doing an awesome job, and don't let anybody else say otherwise. You're making a beautiful piece of art. No matter what you're doing, no matter what hobby, cross stitch or anything. If you have a few uneven stitches in your cross stitch, if that's a thing, if it's not perfect, then no worries. You're making it and you'll get better with time. Yeah, the more you do something, the better you get at it. So, yeah, don't beat yourself up. It's because something's not totally 100% aligned or perfect. Just the fact that you're being creative and spending the time doing the project or physically doing your hobby. That's the most important part. Like, I keep adjusting drills or pressing some back in, but yeah. I myself am not going to have straight on drills, even if I am single placing, so don't feel bad. You're probably not the only one who feels that their drills aren't quite lined up properly. It's probably happened to a lot of us, and a lot of us probably look at our canvases and just see one or two off-kilter drills. Yeah, I do too, but as long as they're sticking to the adhesive and in the right spot. Yeah, because I double, triple check before I place drills. Yeah, just always observant that way. But yeah, you can be getting into a groove and yeah, you just working on a similar color and you just place on a similar, so accidents happen. Yeah, the fact that you like realize that something was off is just as good, even if you're have to redo a section or a color. No worries. If you can get the drills off and your adhesive isn't quite as great as it was, then there's probably glues out there to keep the corrected drills attached to the canvas. There's a will, there's a way, for sure. So, mistakes can be fixed or create a beautiful piece of art if it's like a painting or something too. If you're like painting and you kind of put a splotch of color where you didn't want it to go, you usually make it into something or just like paint over it or creative mistakes can sometimes send your art in a different direction too. Not necessarily what you initially wanted to do, but sometimes a streak of paint or a stroke of a pencil crayon or a marker while you're creating something can kind of help or boost your creative direction. Yeah, it may not always be the case, but yeah, it's something that can be an inspiration sometimes. But yeah, I can't really speak from experience drawing wise, but it's kind of a more positive spin on mistakes or accidents. Some things are fixable, and then some things you can just kind of polish up or improve. Yeah. But yeah, we're all different. Mistakes do happen, accidents happen in the crafting world. You run out of one color of yarn and you're trying to finish a row, or you're a few stitches away from finishing a row. Yeah, or you run out of drills of a certain color in diamond painting. There's probably a myriad of things that can happen while crafting. Times you just have to stop, take a breath, and do something else, or get the yarn that you need, even when you don't really want to stop working on your project. Yeah, just get it done eventually. It's just sometimes just have to put the brakes on something for a day or a time. But anyway, basically talked for an hour. Yeah, pretty close. And my phone's just, yeah, Could be my clip too. Yeah, I probably hit my clip one too many times. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. I will put my Facebook profile down below in the description below. My Instagram and my Facebook business page as well. Probably put my email down there too. But yeah, I usually keep my description the same. So anyway, take care, be safe, and see you next time. Either coloring or diamond painting. Yep. Feel free to subscribe if you like this kind of content. I basically do whipping chats and coloring chats for the moment, so coloring's more a new thing for me, but yeah, could essentially say I just got back into it and incorporated it onto the channel. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you around. Bye.